Make sure you check the description for any links to important articles I may post. And think for yourself on this. But, ladies and gentlemen, Trump versus Biden. Trump versus Biden. When are we going to make this happen? When are we going to make this happen? I think they're both north. They're both north of 70. Why don't we watch the president and former vice president brawl it out? One, I think that would be obviously a terrible idea. One, two, it's probably never going to happen. Three, it's just a joke of me even mentioning that would have ever happened. But it's interesting to see how tough everybody tries to get, especially around Trump, and especially how Trump likes to be kind of this strongman character. But why did we all of a sudden become so keen on violence? When did this become such a blood sport? Why when politics? I mean, maybe it always was. Maybe it always was, and it was just a little bit less apparent. But I think ever since Trump entered the ring, it's been gloves off with the attacks and going after people. And I mean, let's be honest, it's been the same in the other direction. When has there even been a day when Trump hasn't been criticized? I'm sure somebody's keeping account somewhere of positive to negative comments that people have made in the media, whoever, about Trump. Biden, it's always interesting from Biden because Biden is seen as maybe a potential 2020 candidate. He was seen as a 2016 candidate. Was in the office, was in the White House in 2012. I'm not sure if I can't even recall back. Maybe he did. I think he might have run in 2008. But these two are, going at each other. I believe Biden said, "Oh yeah, that they were going to get into some." I think he was giving a speech at the University of Miami. You have to find the clip. But he was going over, oh yeah, if we were back in high school, I'd kick his butt or something. I forget what he said, something along those lines. But it's just such a joke for these old people to be maybe they would. I don't know if that's going to be something that's going to enter the discourse in the United States. The AERP sponsored UFC or whatever fight. I'm sure it'll be its own mixed martial arts organization. It won't be UFC. It'll be I don't know, Washington D.C. Fight night. Joe Rogan will be commentating on the fight. But why all these calls to violence? I mean, you have Maxine Waters even saying all these things. It's like when's the last time anybody's been in a fight? And I think that's a lot of times with people in you look at people in Antifa and you're like, who are these people? Who are these people? And that's why everyone brings weapons. Everyone brings weapons because it's not like people are fighting. I don't think people are used to fighting. It's gotten so ratcheted up. It's kind of crazy, and it goes off of the Trump Biden this kind of rhetoric of, yeah, we're gonna fight each other. No, you're not. You're absolutely not gonna fight each other. And then there's these things that people wearing black masks and dressing like ninjas and running around. And at what point are you just like, dude, what are you doing? And then it turned into something just a way so people can commit crimes now. I mean, that's literally what these protests are turning into. It's just, and on both sides, I'm sure, people, but it seems more or less, it seems like because more people on the left, I think, cover their face, Antifa or whatever. And I think, I think the media, as far as things go, just kind of turned a blind eye to, Antifa at first. I think now, people have kind of, but even in the sense that they've kind of turned away from all the different violence. No, Antifa, obviously we're against Antifa now, but it's more just like, it doesn't seem to bolster the same amount of disdain that people have when if there's anybody right of center that can be deemed alt-right or neo-Nazi or whatever, even whether there are, there'll be a protest and it's just interesting to see how things left of the aisle are, turned a blind eye to a little bit, and how much I think some media organizations are looking for to see violence on the right to cover. But I guess back to it. I mean, are we going to see Trump in gold shorts and I guess Biden in blue? And then what are we going to, all right, touch walkers. And then they're going to go into the ring. And I mean, it's been a, comedy joke for everybody. You get to make old people jokes fighting. But I don't get why they're, yeah, oh yeah, I'd fight them. It's like, who are these guys fighting? It's just like, go, come on, put some good policy up. Why don't we have a policy battle? Why doesn't Biden go help kind of reform his party? And why doesn't Trump just go focus on leading the country and putting out good policy? I don't know why these guys are talking about fighting each other, but it's kind of goofy.